So my friend slash producer gave me tips on how to make my Facebook videos more watchable. First thing, you want these big white bars to take up most of the video, and also you'll notice that most of the things in subtitles down here, I'm not even saying. It's all designed just to get people to stop and turn on the audio. Okay, you here with us now? Awesome, let's get started. So there's this image that's gone viral. It's kind of an old one, but it's recently started to resurface, about a man and a woman having an exchange on Twitter about minimum wage. He starts off by saying that our culture of mediocrity has created fast food workers who think they deserve $15 an hour. She responds by, incorrectly, doing the math about what current minimum wage looks like as an annual salary. He then retorts with this rant about how minimum wage was never meant for adults, it was meant for kids with minimal skills, and then proceeds to point out her math error and calls her Baconator. Don't you just love it when people who blog or tweet for a living try to tell others that they have minimal skills? It's like yelling at an athlete, "Get off your lazy butt and play some basketball!" So there's clearly a lot here, so let's try to start to unpack some of these claims. Firstly, that minimum wage jobs are meant for teenagers with no skills. Well, at best estimate, there's about 3.3 million minimum wage jobs in the US economy, and about 1.6 million teenagers in the workforce. So I know what you're probably logically thinking based on that information. We need to get rid of child labor laws so more kids can do all these minimum wage jobs. But before you get too excited to stick it to those freeloaders in Miss Nelson's class, it's worth remembering that a lot of minimum wage jobs are actually in the healthcare sector, which may not be that efficient because we might need like 2 third graders to reach the pedal in the ambulance. Also, the number of medical malpractice suits involving Skittles is going to skyrocket. Now I know what you're thinking, Taylor, that's such a straw man argument. Surely no prominent politician is recommending we get rid of child labor laws. Now, another thing that our friend on Twitter seems absolutely confident about is that the minimum wage was never intended to support a family. Well, maybe check Wikipedia while you're at it, Baconator. Because back at the minimum wage's inception, FDR was quoted as saying, "No business which depends for existence on paying less than living wages to its workers has any right to continue in this country." Now, the minimum wage is really a complex economic discussion, and I know for most Americans it can be hard to question the unshakable knowledge of a man on Twitter with a cartoon character for his profile picture. But to try to counteract this, I've recently started tweeting out about social justice as Scooby-Doo. Women make up 2/3 of all minimum wage employees in this country. Ruh-roh. That bit was not worth setting up that Twitter account. So the point to all of this is that many minimum wage jobs in this country are essential to society. So before you go assuming that these people are just beneath you or plain stupider than you, maybe stop for a second and consider how different your life would be without these people around. My name's Taylor, and your meme is stupid. Yeah. This one's on minimum wage memes. Well, more of a Twitter screenshot, but I still think it counts.